What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and that is just a general care guide on swordtails. Whether you're new to the hobby or just new to swordtails, I figured I'd put out some more information here on YouTube for that information. So let's get started. While you guys watch my swordtails here eat on some rapashi, I'll run through some facts and some guides to help you guys with your swordtails. So they come from Central America. They generally range about 4 to 5 inches. Sometimes you can get them up to 6 inches. They live about 5 years, just like a general live bear would. And of course you can keep them longer, just like anything. It just depends on your care level and your experience level. The males are going to have the swords, of course. Hence the name. And you're going to want to keep more females than males because the males are dominant. Now my tank's not a very good example because I've had some females die off just of old age. But you're going to have your dominant male, like the guy you see there, kind of fighting everybody off. So with that, your younger fry that are growing out, sometimes you might think you have a lot of females, but generally you'll have a few males in there that are just waiting to grow that sword. It's kind of like their way of hiding from that dominant male until that dominant male dies off, so one of them can take his reins and grow that sword. And it's usually the longer the sword, it kind of dominates, or the bigger the fish, so on and so forth. I keep mine about 76 degrees. You can keep them around 80, but I typically see that if you keep them in a higher degree, then the females will drop fry faster, and those fry are less developed, just being smaller in general. And so I like to keep them a little bit cooler. That just gives them a few extra days before getting dropped to develop a little more, and I think that helps with your survival rate. As far as pH goes, generally anywhere from 7 to 8. I keep mine about 7.8. That's just what comes out of my tap, so that's what my fish room's at. The GH you can keep about 12 to 30, pretty general. And like I said, breeding wise, more females to males. And as you can see, I've had pretty good success here. I do have 3 males to 1 female, which is kind of backwards. I just haven't had a chance to get more females picked up, and I'm kind of waiting for some of the fry to grow out, take my picks, thin out the herd a little bit, and just kind of work towards a little cleaner line. But as you can see there, you want to keep a lot of live plants or floating, or just a lot of cover in general for your fry, just like any live bear would, because the parents will try to eat them. Generally, whenever you have a bigger community of them, when there's more going on, and you keep them well fed, they're less likely to attack fry and eat fry, but it's going to happen. You just can't stop it unless you get more cover in there. The females are usually going to hold the fry 25 to 30 days. I think the longer the better. It just helps the fry develop, like I was talking earlier. As far as feeding goes, they're omnivores. So just a good diet in general, just like any aquarium fish. I like to feed mine a lot of rapashi. I do use Cobalt Aquatics, just general flake food as an everyday food. And then I also like to feed lots of live brine shrimp. And then a lot of frozen bloodworms, brine shrimp, and cyclops. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty general care guide. They're an easy aquarium fish, just like most live bears are. I wouldn't keep these guys with a lot of smaller guys or with guppies or anything, because they tend to be a little nippy and a little more aggressive than other live bears. So I just like to give them the tank of their own and kind of let them breed and do their thing. As you can see, mine are doing quite well. I do need to get some more females in there and move on, but other than that, I enjoy them. There's a lot of new strains coming out. If you get online and just kind of do your research, there's a lot of the hyphens and the laritails. A lot of cool stuff being worked on overseas that we just haven't seen here in the US. But if you do your research stuff, you can definitely check that stuff out. It's something pretty cool. Maybe give you guys something to work towards or look forward to. So I hope this helps. If you have any more questions or anything, drop me a comment. Anything you felt was wrong, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear back from you guys, and we'll see you next time. bye.